Ashikaga Yoshimasa was the 8th shogun of the Ashikaga shogunate who reigned from 1449 to 1473 during the Muromachi period of Japan. Yoshimasa was the son of the 6th shogun Ashikaga Yoshinori. His official wife was Hino Tomiko. On the August 16, 1443, 10-year-old shogun Yoshikatsu died of injuries sustained in a fall from a horse. He had been shogun for only 3 years. Immediately, the Bakufu elevated Yoshinori, the young shogun's even younger brother, to be the new shogun. Several years after becoming shogun, Yoshinori changed his name to Yoshimasa, by which name he is better known. Shogunal succession. Significant events which shaped the period during which Yoshimasa was shogun. 1443 Southern court supporters steal the imperial regalia. 1445 Hosokawa Katsumoto Kyoto Kanrei. 1446 Southern army suffers crushing defeat. 1448 Remnants of Southern dynasty suppressed. 1449 Yoshimasa appointed shogun. Ashikaga Shigeuji appointed Kanto Kubo. 1450 to 1455 Disturbances in Kamakura between Kanto Kubo Ashikaga Shigeuji and his Kanrei. Events leading up to civil war. A number of decisions lead eventually to armed conflict. 1454 Dissension of the Takayama succession. 1455 Dissension in Kamakura between Kubo and his Usugi Kanrei line. Koga Kubo established. 1457 Horikoshi Kubo established. 1458 Imperial regalia restored to Northern Court. 1460 Takayama rebels against Yoshimasa. 1464 Yoshimasa adopts Ashikaga Yoshimi. 1466 Yoshihisa born Emperor Gosuchi Mikado ascends throne. 1466 Dissension over Shiba succession. 1467 Outbreak of Onan War. By 1464, Yoshimasa had no heir, so he adopted his younger brother, Ashikaga Yoshimi, in order to avoid any conflicts which might arise at the end of his shogunate. However, in the next year, Yoshimasa was surprised by the birth of a son, Ashikaga Yoshihisa. The infant's birth created a conflict between the two brothers over who would follow Yoshimasa as shogun. Yoshimasa's wife, Hino Tomiko, attempted to get Yamanasazen to support the infant's claim to the shogunate. By 1467 the simmering dispute had evolved, encouraging a split amongst the powerful daimyo and clan factions. The armed conflict which ensued has come to be known as the Onan War. This armed contest marks the beginning the Sengoku period of Japanese history, a troubled period of constant military clashes which would last over a century. A number of developments affect the unfolding Onan War's battles. 1468 Yoshimi joins Yamanasazen. 1469 Yoshihisa appointed heir to shogunate. 1471 Asakura Takakaji appointed Shugo of Akaizen province. 1473 Yamanasazen and Hosokawa Katsumoto both die. In the midst of ongoing hostilities, Yoshimasa retired in 1473. He relinquished the position of Seitai shogun to his young son who became the 9th shogun Ashikaga Yoshihisa, but, effectively, Yoshimasa continued to hold the reins of power, with the leaders of the two warring factions dead and with the ostensible succession dispute resolved. The rationale for continuing to fight faded away. The exhausted armies dissolved and by 1477 open warfare ended. 1477 The Onan War is considered at an end. Yoshimasa's heirs. When Yoshimasa declared that Yoshihisa would be the next shogun after he stepped down from that responsibility, he anticipated that his son would outlive him. When Shogun Yoshihisa died prematurely, Yoshimasa reassumed the power and responsibility he had wanted to lay aside. Shogun Yoshimasa adopted the son of his brother Yoshimi. In 1489, Shogun Yoshitane was installed, and Yoshimasa retired again. Before Yoshimasa died in 1490, he again adopted a nephew as heir, this time the son of his brother Masatomo. Although Yoshitane did outlive Yoshimasa, his shogunate would prove short-lived. Yoshitane died in 1493. Shogun Yoshimasa was succeeded by Shogun Yoshihisa, then by Shogun Yoshitane, and then by Shogun Yoshizumi. Yoshizumi's progeny would directly succeed him as head of the shogunate. In the future, power struggles from outside the clan would also lead to a brief period in which the great-grandson of Yoshitane would be installed as a puppet leader of the Ashikaga shogunate. Higashiyama culture. During Yoshimasa's reign, Japan saw the growth of the Higashiyama culture, famous for tea ceremony, flower arrangement, no drama, and Indian ink painting. Higashiyama culture was greatly influenced by Zen Buddhism and saw the rise of Japanese aesthetics like wabi-sabi and the harmonization of imperial, court and samurai culture. In the history of this Higashiyama bunker period, a few specific dates are noteworthy. 1459, Shogun Yoshimasa provided a new mikoshi and a complete set of robes and other accoutrements for this festival on the occasion of repairs to the Atsuta shrine in the 1457 to 1459. 1460, Yoshimasa initiated planning for construction of a retirement villa and gardens as early as 1460, and after his death, this property would become a Buddhist temple called Joshoji. February 21, 1482, construction of the Silver Pavilion is commenced. January 27, 1490, the former shogun Yoshimasa died at age 56 in his Higashiyama Dono estate, which marks the beginning of the end of Higashiyama bunker. Eras of Yoshimasa's Bakufu. The years in which Yoshimasa was shogun are more specifically identified by more than one era: Neimanengo, Hotoku, Kyotoku, Kosho, Koroku, Kansho, Bunsho, Onan, Bunmei, Chokyo, Intuko.